smiling?
No, I just I will tell you later by
Ah, okay.
Kakao Talk. Okay.
Okay, okay. So how about today?
Mm,
Uh-huh. Did you
uh,
go out?
I will go out after this time.
After this class.
Mm.
Okay. You seem happy today?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Positive?
positive.
I'm excited. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
let's finish our class.
Mm-hmm.
We only have one part or the first part. Wait a minute. Here, letter D, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Mm-hmm.
So you're
Okay.
the Mark.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
Jessica, what seems to be the problem in human resource?
Mm, it's terrible. There's several people went able in the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, but none of them are considered valid enough to qualify for an emergency leave.
Yeah, that's true. To fix this problem, we should beat the bullet.
Bite.
Bite the bullet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's your plan?
At the first time, want to. I will organize. I will arrange some team team activities
Mm-hmm.
to rally the troops.
Okay, are you sure it's going to work? The last team building activity was an absolute dud. It didn't seem to help the employees' performance at all.
Yeah, maybe it will not work out,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to decide shape up or shape out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Very easy. So we can try lease
Next,
and rent. Oh,
please.
okay. Let's try. You will be what? Esther.
Okay,
Okay. Come in and take a look.
nice. I think it would be perfect for us. How much is the rent?
We rent out the house for $1,140 a month.
That much?
Well, you must admit it is a good apartment. Are you planning to stay here on a long-term basis?
Yeah, around 2 to 3 years.
If that's the case, then why don't you just lease it?
I don't know.
How about this? I'll remove 15% from the figure I gave you earlier.
How long will be the lease?
How about 24 months? After all, you're not sure if you'll stay longer, right?
That's right, but is there a penalty for terminating the contract early?
I'm a reasonable man, so how about a month's worth of rent?
So around 970. Oh, by the way, can we sublease to other people?
$969 to be exact. And sure, after you sign the lease, you're in charge for the next 2 years. Mm.
So that's the kind of Korean style, right? Lease.
Yeah, yeah, lease. It's more of lease.
But it's quite cheap.
Yeah, just in that dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try letter B.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Rent out somewhere.
Okay,
Wait a minute, I need to read the Korean expression.
okay, okay.
Mm, I understand.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
um, do you want me to rent out your apartment while you are gone? I can act as the landlord.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should give George, George, a car.
Mm-hmm.
He is renting out rooms in town.
Mm-hmm.
If we are going to be abroad for 3 years, then isn't it better to rent out the house to someone we can trust?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sentence?
Mm, when you decide to start your life in
Mm-hmm.
Korea, you should rent out some house, rent out your apartment before before you get your job.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Mhm. On a long-term basis,
Mm-hmm.
we are looking for a house that we can stay in on a long-term basis.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie,
Kyle.
Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle was moved to Oregon and
Oregon.
Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
moved to Oregon, and we might be there on a long-term basis. So we are looking for a house.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think the room's going to be unoccupied soon. The
Mm-hmm.
couple living there said they'll be here on a long-term basis.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm,
Unoccupied.
unoccupied.
Yeah. You can use these terms,
Mm,
right?
on a
Mm-hmm.
long-term basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, to think on a long-term basis,
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get
Get married.
married.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. I like your sentence. Okay. I'm excited. Terminate the contract.
Oh, not that fast.
Joking.
Yeah.
Okay. Terminate.
Terminate the contract.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid I have to ask you to pay the agreed amount in the
Mm-hmm.
contract for terminating the contract early.
Mm-hmm.
Either side will have to pay the fine for terminating the contract early.
Mm-hmm.
Ex- exten- exten-
Extenuating.
Extenuating
Mm-hmm.
circumstances are forcing her to terminate the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay.
um,
Sentence?
the house is very noisy and uh, unsafety,
Unsafe.
unsafe,
Mm.
unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
So I have um, reasonable reason to terminate the contract.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe we cannot say reasonable reason. That's redundancy. Maybe
Uh,
valid reason.
valid, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
better.
one.
Okay, yeah.
hmm
Mm-hmm. Next.
Sublease to someone.
Mm-hmm.
I have extra space. I can sublease it to you if you want. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. I don't get along well with her, so I don't know if it's a good idea to sublease to her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm okay to sublease to a guy as long as he knows how to clean up after himself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. If you cannot afford the lease fee,
Mm-hmm.
I suggest you can sublease to another one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
Sign.
Sign the lease.
Yeah.
Mhm. Remember, if you sign the lease, then there is no going back.
Mm-hmm.
Sign the lease and you can move in anytime. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me if you decide to sign the lease. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
in Korea, before you sign the lease, you should check uh, your landlord's
Mm-hmm.
finance situation.
You should check.
Hmm.
You mean you will check your landlord or the landlord will check you?
I will check my landlord's finance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have to,
Oh. Oh,
especially
why?
for the long term, which
Uh-huh.
I mean for the more than 2 years.
Uh-huh.
If the landlord finance is not good, like the person have a debt in
Uh-huh.
the bank, then
Uh-huh.
you have a high risk to not get back your money.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
In that part, in that situation.
Hmm.
Okay,
Even
okay.
though it's a rent, but there's still a deposit, so we'd
Mm.
better to check.
How can you check that? I mean,
Uh, I don't quite sure, but there is
mm.
a specialized agency, and they will
Ah.
help you to check if the house is uh, wholly belong to the landlord or
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
belong to the bank or that kind of situation.
Ah, so you can do it in secret.
No, no, it's quite legal, and
Ah,
we
it's
can talk
legal.
on the ground.
It's
Mm.
okay.
Hmm.
It's not offending to the landlord.
Yeah,
Oh, I think we don't have like that here.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Koreans deposit and yeah, the whole deposit is very
Mm,
high, so we have to.
mm, to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay, sign the lease. We can do vocab.
Vocabulary,
Uh-huh.
sign the list. Yeah, vocabulary. Penalty, reasonable, and
Mm-hmm.
unoccupied,
Mm-hmm.
landlord,
Mm-hmm.
landlady.
Yeah, yeah, for girls.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
fine. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
ex- extenuating,
Yeah, extenuating.
circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
A force.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Can you try your story?
mm, uh, I I signed the lease with the landlord about the
Mm-hmm.
unoccupied house,
Mm-hmm.
and he there's a sentence that if I terminate the contract earlier,
Mm-hmm.
then I have to pay the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
but I think the landlord is quite reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's extenuating circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he will not force me to pay the fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got everything. Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
I quite I cannot sure the extenuating circumstance is is kind of evidence.
Pardon?
I don't sure the meaning.
You're not sure about extenuating.
Extenuating, so it's
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Okay.
its explanation is that if you say that there are extenuating circumstances for a bad situation or wrong
Mm-hmm.
action, you mean that there are reasons or factors that partly excuse it.
Excuse.
So so it's kind of you have a reasonable excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay, with what happened?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's nice. We can have. Oops,
Hmm.
computer is not so fast. Okay, can do
Hmm.
see?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm, I am planning to rent out my house during while I'm at my mother's.
Mm-hmm.
During can I say during I'm at my house, my mother's?
Pardon?
Can I say during instead of while?
Uh, um, you should change. During my stay in my
During
mother's house.
so
So
there should
yeah,
be a noun.
yeah, it should be noun after
Okay.
during.
Hmm. During my stay in my mother's. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm, we need an apartment on a long-term basis.
Mm-hmm.
We need an apartment. We need an.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a mind to terminating the contract early.
Intention.
Intention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's off the mind. Okay.
I have no intention of.
What word is
Uh,
intention here?
intention
Uh,
here
is
is
senggak,
yeah, yeah.
tagihal senggak.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Mhm. I just know senggak is stink. So you said mine, so I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Sometimes you need to really think what is the real meaning of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay. Anyway, four.
Uh, I I I am wonder if you have if I am wonder I am
Uh-huh.
wondering uh, I was wondering if you are
Mm.
interested in subleasing to me.
Yeah.
If you are interested. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was wondering because
Mm-hmm.
of this part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
Are you ready to sign the lease? Oh.
Good. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it's short, but this one is a bit long. The Korean is long.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, oh, this girl is cute.
looks
Okay.
looks like Chinese.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Okay. Anyway, we'll do D and E tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Okay, our
Yeah,
time's
because our time
done.
is done.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't forget Kakao Talk, okay?
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.